Okay, here we go. Can you believe we have less than a month until the last episodes of Better Call Saul come out? July 11th, I believe. Monday, July 11th, yeah. Today's June 14th when I'm recording this, so... Getting there, slowly but surely. Also, I recently... Not that I can stream it because my computer is not powerful enough to handle that, but... I've recently figured out how to get Smash Universe working. And I've really been enjoying that. Figuring out what combos Yoda has. I'm getting everything set up. We'll be ready to start in just a minute. Also, Sonic Frontiers Unleashed. Wait, Unleashed. Okay, I thought of Sonic and then my mind immediately went to Unleashed. Sonic Frontiers has some new gameplay footage that looks like leagues and leagues better than the other stuff they were showing. Like, why didn't Sega just wait 5 seconds to show actual, like, interesting looking gameplay footage? Why did they have to show that other stuff? Like, Sonic looks like he moves faster, the animations look a bit better than they did. Some of them are still a bit jank. I kinda really don't like the way the trick animations look. Those are a bit, like, choppy and weird still. But besides that, like, it looks way better. Sonic has, like, a Royal Guard style parry, which really caught me off guard the first time I saw it. It's just insane. Like, the difference that makes. Now, people's opinions on the game are starting to come around. Which is nice. But, you know. We've been tricked before, so we'll see. But I saw this one video on Twitter that had a decent bit of likes where they were comparing, like, how stale the enemies in Sonic Forces were, because they took the pretty neat, designs that, like, modern Eggman had, and then sucked all the color out of them so that they're all, like, kind of bland looking. And the enemies, like, in Sonic Colors, when you got close to an enemy, they'd do a little attack. They'd have, like, little idle animations that had a lot of personality to them, and when you got close to them, they would, like, have an attack animation. Even if, like, the hitbox went 1 inch in front of them. That was like a neat little thing that had personality, even if the enemies weren't too complex. In Sonic Forces, they just kinda didn't bother. But someone did a video comparing Frontiers combat to, the enemies in Sonic Forces, and man, it looks like this game is already passing the extremely low bar of, being better than Sonic Forces. Which in itself already passed the low bar of being better than Sonic Boom, so... You know, upward trajectory and all that. Are the red coins inside of the pyramid? I haven't played this... What? I haven't played this level in so long, I just feel like I should get red coins out of the way immediately. Like, that's just my instinct with the Mario levels. Or 64 levels. But what else was I saying? Yeah. 14 Frontiers footage looks good. Eee! Oh. Oh. Ah! Gotcha. I think Luigi's my favorite in this game. Hence the fact that I immediately went to him. No, no, you're gonna... No. Good thing it's good to, like, easy to get hats back. If you're wondering why I just stood there and let that guy hit me, I wasn't trying to, the freaking dumb Mini-U showed up. Oh. I was just, like, sitting there thinking, okay, what's gonna happen if I hit that? Don't know what the utility of this here is, but... Got him. Whoa, why did I do that? World's most unnecessary risk taker. Okay, can I zoom the camera out a little? This is, like, extremely intimidating. Also, these enemies have, like, a major glow-up. No! That's so mean! They make you play as Wario and then have you go all the way out here. They know. They freaking know. How dare they design the characters around their weaknesses and strengths? How could they? I won't stand for this. Youch! Yelled like a cartoon character. That guy came out of nowhere. Went straight at me. Blow that guy's head off. I need to show you guys the square boxes eventually. They're the funniest part of this game. Turn himself into a pickle. There we go. Kind of mean of them to put these insane weirdo boxes that send you flying in this level filled with lava or quicksand that kills you instantly. Like, look at that, like, silly man box. I could have died from that. I gotta carefully collect that. Luigi probably isn't the best choice for this world, considering his slippery controls, but... I like his extra jump fluidity. Okay. I'm gonna have to be extra careful here. Because the ground here is slippery. Oh, I need Mario. I need to go get the Mario hat eventually. Or I could cheese this with Luigi. I can't. I can't. Should not even attempt. What? The hat Goombas aren't supposed to try to attack you? What the heck was that? No! Oh my god, I thought I was doomed. But yeah, the people who are hoping on Frontiers being bad might actually have to eat their words, thank god. Look, it's not a Sonic fanboy thing, it's a pure spite thing, alright? I don't need an alarm clock, my hatred wakes me up. Oh boy. Time to take this big boy. Wait, you're kidding. Oh, okay. Oh! Oh, he just feels terrible to play as. And the menu opened up again because it's the worst times, dude. It's at the worst times that opens up. I have this dumb menu that pops up whenever I press down the control thing too hard. Excuse me, what? That's for a secret star? That's not anything that's, like, needed for the red coins? Oh, god. Wait, can I survive quicksand as this guy? That was the riskiest thing I've ever done for, like, no reason. Like, I had no reason to do that. Okay. Rid me of this hat. I had no reason to be that guy. Is it possible to do the whole, like, 8 red coins and 100 coins at the same time thing in this level even? Because I just thought about that. Most of the coins are inside of the freaking tower. Don't get out of the way. I don't want to accidentally hit you and unleash you. Okay, I guess I'm landing here. Luigi's air controls are not very precise, which I guess, you know, helps balance him out. Should talk to this guy. That would have been helpful earlier. I think my goal for the day will be to take care of most of these basement stages. Oh, for God's sake. It doesn't even accomplish anything. It just, like, menaces you. Okay. Speaking of menaces, that Shy Guy, I remember ruining quite a few good star attempts, so I'm keeping an eye out for him. Well. Because I have Brawl and got Brawl Infinite again, I've been playing Subspace Emissary again, and I gotta say, video games peaked at Subspace Emissary. I don't know why people are still making video games when we, like, have that. Like, I don't think anyone's gonna ever create anything better than that. Now, gameplay-wise, don't get me wrong, there are some levels in Subspace Emissary that are definitely more fun than others. Like, whenever I would go back and play that as a kid, there were some levels I would just play over and over again, and then others that I would only do if I had to do them. Like, if I was doing a new playthrough, and I knew I'd inevitably have to go through those levels again. Some of them are very, like, fun, just romps through these environments. Others are like, you know, just kinda, So there's definitely a problem with inconsistency in level design, but I feel like the good outweighs the bad by a lot. And considering that they had to design a bunch of levels that could be playable by, like, a bunch of different characters, like, over 30 different characters, because you could go back in free play mode and, like, play those levels as whoever. So considering the fact that they had to take that into account, I think they did a pretty good job. Coming to the slow realization that, red coins... that getting red coins and the other star at the same time might not be possible. Because I have to go inside that pyramid, and once you go in, there's no way out. Not the best level design here. Yeah, I didn't get the red coin that's inside of... Huh? Huh? Where's the last red coin? Drake, where's the last red coin? I didn't even mean to do that. I want to find that last red coin. Oh boy. So, I got all the reds that were, like, across there and whatnot. If I want to get that 100 coin star, I have to... Oh my god. I have to go down here anyway. This song doesn't sound too great in this game, gotta say. Oh. So either way, I'm gonna be getting a star here. Oh, great. Shout out to games that don't make it instant kill when you get crushed. I had like a phobia of that as a kid. And that brings me back to the Subspace Emissary thing. I used to hate how many levels in that had the whole, like, getting crushed to death thing. I despised that. no, 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 no. No! Oh my god, I almost died. Okay. The menu popped up again. Oh my god. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on. Don't be like this. Don't be like this. Don't be like this. Okay. Work with me here. I got impatient and didn't feel like climbing down like a normal person. That's the price I had to pay for it. Come on. Okay. There should just be like a blue coin thing here. Oh, that was a smooth piece of movement. They were very aware of the cheese strats and skips that people found out in the old game when making this one. Like, they made sure that stuff wouldn't work. Come on! Just go around you real quick. And one of those things was like how you could skip to Wham Bam Rocks. I mean, not Wham Bam Rocks. I Rock. Wham Bam Rock is the guy from Kirby Superstar. Which I also got a ROM hack of that. Let me go ahead and decimate these boys. Sup? Okay. Oh, I was hoping I would, like, either the box would float in the air or I would land on top of the box while doing that. Darn it, that would have been cool. I'm still no closer to finding that last red coin. I mean, either way, I could go get that final star. Yeah, either way you cut it, I wasn't gonna be able to get both of those stars at the same time, so... Ah. Jeez. Oh, wait a minute. I think there is a different... Okay, some cheese strats were taken out, but new ones were added in their place. Such as... the fact that you could just use Mario's float ability here. And... mash it... Am I gonna have enough? I'm not gonna have enough. No, 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 no. Okay. I almost screwed the pooch on that one. Okay. Okay. I don't know where that last red coin is. I wish I did. Like, did they hide it somewhere in here? There are only so many places that they could have hid it. My face is all itchy. No, it's, like, legit not in here. I missed it on the outside. Oh well, I was never gonna get all 8 reds, anyway. I love that you could use, like, the jump kick as, like, a semi-double jump. I always go for, well, not always, clearly, but going for 100 reds and 100 reds. Going for 100 coins and reds is always a good strat. Come on. Bring it here, pal. Okay, I guess I'll just have to settle for that. Oh! Here's a fun conversation topic that I thought of for today's stream. I'm gonna try to recite the entire plot of Kingdom Hearts in chronological order. Because why not? Okay, at the very beginning, there was the Master of Masters. It was literally back here. It was back here. They hid it back here. Whatever, I got 100 coins and... Oh, God. That sucks. So there's the guy who would eventually become the Master of Masters, and he lived in a society that fought against the darkness. Oh wait, that'd be easier to get his normal Yoshi. Yeah, that'd be easier to get his normal Yoshi, because I could use the tongue ability. Hit me. Thank you. Give me a coin, give me some health back. So yeah, the Master of Masters, well, the guy who would eventually become the Master of Masters lived, as a society. He was the first true Keyblade wielder. Now, what that exactly means is unknown for right now, but let's just call him the first Keyblade user. They were the first incarnation. Their enemies that they were fighting split themselves into, incarnations of pure darkness. Without a physical form, they couldn't die or be defeated, but... I forgot those guys did that. They couldn't, like... Coolest way to take those guys out. They couldn't really die or properly be defeated in their forms. In the pure darkness forms, but they also needed those hosts, they needed a human, like, a living host for something. So they became, basically, their enemies shed themselves into pure incarnations of darkness at a great cost. Many of the Master of Masters' allies, lost their lives in the battle against the darkness. And at some point during this original battle, the Keyblade was formed. And the Keyblade broke off into 13 pieces, and each one of these pieces is apparently the no-name Keyblade. And the no-name Keyblade didn't always have its eyeball in it. That's something we'll get to later. But yeah, the no-name Keyblade is created by the clash between light and darkness. There's the original, the X-Blade, which is used to open Kingdom Hearts. Or, yeah, used to open and control the true Kingdom Hearts. But yeah, that whole ancient battle goes down, Keyblade is formed, yada yada, no-name Keyblade. Years and years later, an unspecified amount of time later, the Master of Masters, forms a society of Keyblade users within this giant world. You see, like, eventually there would be multiple worlds. But way back in the day, there was just one... Sir, hello? But way back in the day, there was just one big world that... I think the Wario hat ones are more aggressive. There's one big world that was, like, all connected. Oh my god, he almost sniped me. I almost got freaking no-scoped by a fly guy. I said they were menaces. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. I hate missing that. But yeah, the Master there's a whole society of Keyblade wielders in Daybreak Town. The Master trained 5 foretellers and one very special foreteller that he made like his apprentice, who wears the same coat as him. And those guys he gave Keyblades to, and gave them each a special role that they weren't, like, really able to disclose to the others. And those guys had their own factions, and their job was basically to use Keyblades to protect the light. Because the Book of Prophecies... Oh, I should probably mention the Book of Prophecies. You know that special apprentice I mentioned earlier? His name is Luxu. And his special job was to get this book called the Book of Prophecies, and using the no-name Keyblade, a Keyblade that has an eyeball in it that the Master of Masters uses to see the future. He needs to take that key into the future so that the Master of Masters can see the future, and then Luxu has to write down his findings into the Book of Prophecies. And the fact that stop! Knock that off. Wasting my goddamn time. The fact that the Master of Masters has the Book of Prophecies to begin with is proof that Luxu succeeded and successfully wrote in the Book of Prophecies. Now, the Book of Prophecies doesn't show everything in the future, it just shows what the eye inside of the no-name Keyblade saw. Oh, and by the way, the Keyblade's literal name isn't No Name. It's just called that because it has no name. The Master even clarifies that much, when Luxu asked. Don't bother me, I'm having a productive day. But yeah, it just straight up on God, Dead to Rights has no name. Takes into the future, the Book of Prophecies exist. The Master intentionally gives them all roles, tells them not to tell each other these roles, and seemingly intentionally sows seeds of doubt amongst them. Like, the Book of Prophecies says that the world's gonna end. Okay, I have 7 of the 8 red coins, and I'm scared because, I have seemingly lost track of the final one. I'm on this spooky pyramid with this jank camera. I'm slipping and sliding all over the place. Man, what the heck? Okay, now I can't find a different red coin. No, I know this last one's out here. It's gotta be. Where have I not... Oh, I know exactly where I haven't been yet. I have to stand tall on the 4 pillars, as it were. But yeah, he sows seeds of doubt in them. The Book of Prophecy says that the world's gonna end, and that, one of the foretellers is a traitor. And it's intentionally vague when it says traitor. And this gets and Luxu is tasked to just go off on his own, take this special box that the Master of Masters gave him, and just fulfill his mission and all that. While the others eventually just begin fighting amongst themselves. Like, conflict brews between them, they don't know which one of them's the traitor, their roles are all interfering with each other, all that. And they have entire legions of Keyblade wielders working underneath them, going out into these blank, empty worlds that have projections from the Book of Prophecies to make them look like future worlds. They're going out, fighting the darkness, gathering light. Little do they know they're actually using the power of darkness and stealing the light from these worlds. That becomes important later. So, the factions all eventually break out into a giant war with each other called, well, the Keyblade War. And this fight is had during, like... So basically, the areas in between all the worlds eventually get separated, but when they're a giant world, the only thing separating them is just vast, empty wastelands. And one of these wastelands is the Keyblade, what would eventually become the Keyblade Graveyard. This is where, basically, they have the big Keyblade War, where, like, most Keyblade wielders get wiped out. The foretellers vanish, are presumed dead for a long time, but apparently they didn't die? Don't know how that happened, but... Yeah, they're presumed dead. While all this is going on, you play as this one random Keyblade user, who makes friends with these 2 other kids named Ephemer and Scold. after the Keyblade Wars concluded, oh, by the way, before the Keyblade Wars started, the Master of Masters just up and disappeared. And he even told everyone that he would disappear one day, so they're without his guidance. And Luxu knows what's going on, but he's not telling them, which makes everyone distrust him, and that's a whole thing. But yeah, after the war ends, you, the player character, Ephemer, your best friend, Scold, a friend of his, a kid named some teenager named Laurium, like just a small handful of people are left. This kid who will later become important, Ventus. Why did I do that? For what purpose? I knew that was coming and it still got me. Oh my god. Who walk here? Who break seal? Make ancient ones. Awake ancient ones. We know like light. Rumble. We know like intruders. Now battle hand to hand. That's what they'd sound like. You know I'm right. Why do I keep, like, coming within an inch of my life here? I like how they pound the ground angrily if you try to cheese them. They get so mad. Like, they're just gonna keep pounding the ground if I go up here. But yeah. So, the survivors of the Keyblade War, after exploring a data version of Daybreak Town after the Keyblade War broke out and wiped out most Keyblade users, they begin their own factions. They become the, Union leaders. Grumble, what happened? We crushed like pebble. You so strong. You rule ancient pyramid. For today. Now take Star of Power. We sleep darkness. Speaking of sleeping darkness, yeah, the Union, you and your friends become the Union leaders, you all have your own unions, and you were picked specifically by the Foretellers. But one of you wasn't actually supposed to be there. One of you is an, imposter, who killed the real Union leader who was supposed to be there. We later learned that this imposter, was, Vinsus. You ever say something and immediately get disappointed in yourself for saying it? We later learned that, Ventus was the one, he got possessed by one of the ancient incarnations of the darkness that I described earlier. And basically what darkness and light is, darkness is, the physical manifestation of everything negative, while light is the everything good, basically. And, oh wait, whoops. That condor is not going to show up. Wait, did I collect this star? No, I didn't. It shows a gray one there for some reason. Yeah, one of the incarnations of pure darkness shows up. It possessed Vin, and it killed Laurium's sister, whose name was Strelitzia. Took her place, took her copy of the Book of Prophecies, and just, like, Ventus has no idea. He thinks he legitimately got chosen because the darkness put, like, fake memories in his head. So he's just as shocked as everybody else. So that, of course, causes a big fight and a big falling out between the Union leaders. Everything goes to chaos. The incarnations of the darkness show up. And basically, like, the real Daybreak Town and the fake data Daybreak Town they made, both of them end up falling to darkness and crumbling. And due to this event, the one giant world becomes the mini small, well, actually, not yet. Much of the world, okay. But yeah, there are these, like, devices called the rafts, or the arc, something like that. They're basically this device that allows you to travel through worlds, but you travel... The process is, like, you get to travel through worlds, but in doing so, you have to leave your body behind, and you need a vessel to occupy. So basically, like, an item of clothing that you had, and someone there who remembers who you are in order to, like, I hate you, exist. And that was the Master of Masters' plan, by the way. The Book of Prophecies was the thing of his that would act as his vessel. Or, well, the Keyblade would act as his vessel, and Lutsu would act as the guy who remembers him. Because I guess the Master of Masters somehow stopped existing. So that's a bit of... I hate that guy. He is a menace. He is a menace. I told you all. That freaking guy. Oh, square egg, square egg, square egg. Yo, based squeg moment. Oh my god, based squeg! I forgot how much money based squeg gets you. Oh my god, based squeg moment. Based and squeg pilled. But yeah. But yeah, they all have to use these arcs to escape. Because the world that the Daybreak Town that they're in is falling to the darkness. Your player character acts like they're possessed by the darkness in order to get the darkness to go along with them. So they attack Ephemer and Scold. And the final boss is you fighting Ephemer and Scold, which is interesting. Oh, I should probably mention one of the Union leaders was named Brain. And he was chosen by Ava to be like an extra special Union leader who knows stuff that the others don't. And Brain has this special Keyblade called the Master's Defender, which I think the Master's Defender is like each Keyblade user has a generic Keyblade, and they can also form a Keyblade that's like special to them specifically. I think the Master's Defender, I think the no-name is just the generic Keyblade the Master used, while the Master's Defender is his like special personal Keyblade that he passed down to Ava, one of the foretellers, and then Ava, and they're all called foretellers because they have a copy of the Book of Prophecies, and then Ava passed it down to this kid named... Are you kidding me? I ran directly into him. Do I have to, like, kick him? She gives it to this kid named Brain, who's one of the Union leaders. Yeah, I have to, like, smack this goblin. And now he's gonna try to attack me because he's mad that I just hit him. Rightfully so, I should... That was kind of rude. But yeah, Ava gave that to him. He has the Master's Defender, and he gives the Master's Defender to Ephemer. Ephemer, everyone else gets sent off, and Ephemer comes to in a broken, destroyed version of Daybreak Town. And then he builds, through the years, he rebuilds a new society called Skalad Kylum, and he and his descendants use his special Keyblade to remake... all the worlds are now separated, like they are in the main games. Oh, nice, by the way. Box Switch Star. Oh boy. I'm looking forward to that. Ugh. This is not a Pebble moment, Yoshi. I can't even get up that hill. I can't even get up that hill. Leave me alone, I'm Wario. Everybody mean to Wario. Wah. The wahs are actually just him crying because everyone's mean to him. Because his movement sucks. But yeah, that's how the worlds that we know got created. It got separated from darkness and got created, like... That's basically the whole story of how all the one world became, like, multiple worlds. Okay, how does this work? Excuse me, Your Honor, what? I'm gonna wait for that to reset, because I was not prepared. But yeah. And from then, Skalad Kylum happens. Now, there's a game called Kingdom Hearts Missing Link that's gonna go over what happens between Scala being the end of Union Cross, the story of how, like, Scala got created. We don't know that yet. We don't know that whole story. All we know is that there is a society of ancient Keyblade wielders, living there. Something happened to them, and a bunch of them aren't there anymore. A kid named Xehanort is born there, and he's sent off to Destiny Islands for whatever reason. Oh, by the way, at the end of, Union Cross, the story where Daybreak Town was, your character locks themselves away with, 4 different... there were 7 incarnations of the darkness, and your character locks themselves away with 4 of them. And yeah, and then your character gets reincarnated as this Xehanort kid. So this Xehanort guy gets sent off. He was born in Scala. He gets sent to Destiny Islands. Eventually, someone, who we later find out is Xehanort from the future, comes back. Please make it. Oh, thank God. He comes back in time. Hey, don't do it. Okay, good. Sends Xehanort off. Oh, that was surprisingly easy. Sends Xehanort off to Scala so that he can learn to become a Keyblade wielder. So yeah, like, there's a whole missing link. We don't know what happened there. All we know is that Brain, that one kid, got sent to the future, where he finds out that his old friend Ephemer, built Scala at Kylum, and is revered as, like, the hero that rebuilt the world. Then missing link happened. Suddenly, Ephemer is no longer around, and this guy, there's, like, a new society of, like, young Keyblade wielders learning to become Keyblade masters. All the worlds are separated, and they're just, like, all the Disney worlds are just starting to be, just beginning. Like, they're just in their origin state. And they now actually exist, so all the characters are actually going to the Disney worlds and not, just going to projections of them. Pyramid puzzle. I don't remember what this one is, but apparently I have to go inside the pyramid for it, so, okay. But yeah, a guy named Ericus, who many speculate is the grandkid, because he looks similar to Brain, people think Ericus, is Brain's, like, grandson. Cause there are some, like, journal entries that mention that Ephemer is the descendant, or, Ericus, I mean, is the descendant of, the original Keyblade wielders from back in the Union Cross days. So my theory, and this is unconfirmed, is that, you know, Ephemer eventually grew up, made Scala, had descendants and all that, and then Brain, at the end of Union Cross, he gets sent to the future, which we see happen, and, like, Missing Link is gonna cover those events. He gets sent to the future. What the heck am I supposed to do here? Yeah, I don't know what the heck I'm supposed to do here, but hopefully... It's just called Secret of the Thingamabob. Secret of the Temple. I don't know what that means. Hopefully I can figure this out, like, in a timely manner. Is this gonna give me a hint? Upon 4 towers, one must alight. Huh? Oh, wait, it's a... Okay. I have to go to random areas, and then, like, it'll tell me, oh, you found the secret. It's a very random, type of level. I never got what the 5 secret levels, 5 secret spots levels were all about. But yeah, I just have to stand in 5 random spots and I'll just be given like a 1. Oh wait, no! It's silver stars! I'm hunting down silver stars. Okay. Wait, that's way more clever than I gave it credit for. Never mind. I'm eating my words. But yeah. During Missing Link, Ephemer is there. He travels to the future. He starts a family with one of Ephemer's descendants. So now, Ephemer and Brain's bloodlines have combined, and that's where Ericus comes from. That's my theory, not yet confirmed. But I wouldn't be surprised if Missing Link confirmed that, or confirmed something similar to that. So yeah. Xehanort comes to Scala to become a Keyblade wielder, to eventually learn to become a Keyblade master. With his friends, becomes friends with Ericus and everything. They have a master named Master Rodin. And Dark Road hasn't concluded yet, so we don't know everything that happens. All we know is that at some point, the Master of Masters comes back, and Ericus, or not Ericus, Xehanort meets him at some point. Oh my god. Ericus meets him at some point, or, not Ericus, Xehanort, getting the names mixed up. Xehanort meets the Master of Masters at some point. They have like a brief conversation. They have like a series of conversations, and Where are the other two? Oh, Goombas. Goombas are hiding them. Okay, I gotta go beat up some Goombas until one of them drops the final silver star. Okay. You have it, friend? You didn't have it. I'm just gonna have to interrogate some Goombas until one of them drops the silver star. You didn't have it. But yeah. And, eventually, at some point in his life, Xehanort acquires time travel abilities, he acquires the no-name Keyblade, he has a falling out with his friend, Ericus. A bunch of the Keyblade-wielding kids, who are in Scalad Kylum, like, die at some point. Like, a bunch of them die. And it's implied that Xehanort accidentally had something to do with it. Xehanort eventually falls to the darkness, he becomes cynical and jaded and believes that, like, the world they live in is impure and must be, like, cleansed. So he's gonna, like, use the power of darkness to cleanse the world and create a new perfect one. Using the power of Kingdom Hearts. Ericus hates this and thinks it's extremely dangerous and irresponsible. No! Get back here! Okay, thank you. Okay, none of these jabronis had it. But yeah, they have a big falling out. And eventually, Xehanort would go on to become the main villain of the series. So that takes us to Birth by Sleep. A game that takes place 10 years before the main events of Kingdom Hearts 1. There are these random, pretty strong Keyblade-using young adults, Terra and Aqua, who are training to take the Mark of Mastery and one day become Keyblade Masters. Ericus and Xehanort are old men now. And Ventus, oh yeah, Ventus, that guy from Union Cross, when Daybreak Town was destroyed, he was sent into the future and found by old Xehanort. So now, at some point, Xehanort tried using him to forge the Keyblade. It didn't work out. Because Vin is from, like, the age of fairy tales, and he was eventually, when he purged the darkness from his body, he became pure light. But he didn't use his powers, almost died during training, so Xehanort was like, okay, screw it. Cut Ventus into two halves, Vin and Vanitas. And Ventus lost his memories, again, because he already lost his memories of the age of fairy tales, and then he again loses his memories of his time spent with Xehanort. So this guy is just, like, a professional at not remembering anything. Once Xehanort loses his use of Ventus, he trains Vanitas and sends Vin off to train with Ericus. So Ventus, Terra, and Aqua are the main trio that you play as in Birth by Sleep. Terra has struggled with the darkness. Terra, like, is extremely strong when he gives into the darkness. And he's been struggling with it his whole life. Ericus understandably has some hang-ups about the darkness considering his whole history, with all his friends dying in Scala for probably darkness-related reasons. Okay, we completed that world. I need to go to that one section. What? You already why'd you run? Why did you run if you were innocent? That's not good logic, like, at all. That is terrible logic. Freaking cop logic. I need to drain the moat. I can't believe I'm 71 stars in and I haven't drained the moat yet. This game is crazy. But yeah, Ericus has some hang-ups about the darkness, so despite Terra being extremely powerful, Ericus raises him basically with zero nuance and is like, you have to not allow the darkness into your heart at all, and if you do, like, let the darkness in any way. How did you get down here? Like, what? Why were you already down here? I just drained the moat. Were you, like, waiting for someone to drain the moat so you could run around here like a little idiot? What's your deal? What's your problem? What's wrong with you? Come here. Come here, I just want to talk. I just want to talk. Come on, I want to talk. It's a fact that Goombas taste much better. Huh. That's a new piece of dialogue. Okay. I need to be Wario for this. I need to be the funny fat man. But yeah. Terra is raised without nuance. He isn't told anything that actually helps him tame the darkness within him. He's just told, darkness bad, don't do it. So that makes Terra very susceptible to a guy like Xehanort. So Terra eventually, when Terra and Aqua have the Mark of Master exam, Terra fails because he shows a glimpse of darkness in his exam. Xehanort preys on Terra's, like, need for recognition from authority figures by saying, oh no, you know, Ericus is just biased. The darkness is actually, like, it can be utilized in a good way. So basically, he has this Xehanort's become a Keyblade Master at this point. So Terra has this Keyblade Master telling him, no, you are good enough. And that's, like, the first piece of recognition he's got that. Probably, first type of recognition he's got like that, probably in his whole life. So he instantly falls for it. And basically, most of the game is just him doing whatever Xehanort says, and Xehanort, little does he know, that Xehanort has gotten so old that he's gonna pass away soon. So he needs Terra as, like, a vessel. Whoa! He's just getting Terra ready to become, like, a perfect vessel for him. Because he's learning that, hey, maybe not everything that my master said was correct. Maybe there are other ways to, like, live and do stuff. So his mind is very open to, he's just, like, in a very good place to be, like, it's very easy, he's in a position in life where it's very easy to, like, take advantage of him and manipulate him and stuff, which a lot of villains in the story end up doing. But I'm getting too lost in the sauce explaining Terra's character arc. Basically, all this to say that, Terra and Vin are eventually manipulated into confronting Ericus. Ericus learns that, that Xehanort told Vin about the whole Keyblade thing. About the fact that if he fights his other half, Vanitas, they'll forge the Keyblade, which can be used to create, which can be used to summon the true Kingdom Hearts and reset the entire world. Ericus is devastated by this, and in order to, in his mind, prevent the apocalypse, Ericus, like, threatens to kill his own pupil. And Xehanort manipulates the event so that Terra would show up just when Ericus was trying to do this. Terra interferes. By the way, Ericus also sent Aqua to keep an eye on Terra, because Ericus didn't really trust him out there. And for, like, somewhat good reason, and also somewhat, like, bias. But yeah, Aqua became the master, he didn't. So yeah, Terra and, Ericus get into a big fight, and Ericus is, like, gravely injured in this fight. Like, at the beginning of the fight, it's, like, clear that Ericus is stronger, but then once Terra receives that, like, darkness amp, he becomes, like, strong enough to defeat Ericus, and then that's when Xehanort comes in, finishes Ericus off. And keep in mind, these two were friends since they were kids, so the fact that he's just able to come in and kill this guy who he's been friends with since childhood is pretty, kinda chilling. Especially for a series about, like, people who interact with Disney characters. But yeah. Manipulates Terra into helping him kill Xehanort. Or manipulates Terra into helping him kill Ericus. And then, basically, Ericus... Luxiu, the apprentice of the Master of Masters, is back, and he's pretending to be this, like, idiotic castle guard named Greg in this place called Radiant Garden, which is probably one of the places that, Ephemer and his descendants made. But yeah, he's back, so Luxu slash Braig, Xehanort, and, Vanitas go up against Aqua, Terra, and Vin in the final battles of this game. And, this really important song plays when you're fighting Braig, and at the time, nobody knew why that song was playing for him, because he didn't seem like an important character yet. But it would later turn out that Braig was a very important character, and that's why the important guy music was playing for him. But yeah, the result of this battle is that Vin and Vanitas fight, the Keyblade is forged, the true Kingdom Hearts emerges, everything is going poorly, but their oh no. Oh no. Oh, please. Everything is going, like, about as poorly as it could go. Cause Xehanort manages to possess Terra's body like he wanted to do. And now he's, like, incredibly powerful in this new, younger body. And Vin, after fighting Vanitas for dominion over their soul, or their heart, he goes into a coma. Aqua has to fight a possessed Ventus, who's wielding, like, a fractured version of the Keyblade. Mickey Mouse is there. It's a wild time. So they manage to prevent the literal apocalypse from happening, but everyone gets screwed over in the process, because later on, Aqua ends up fighting, Terra possessed by Xehanort, who the community... Are you kidding me? Who the community refers to as Terranort, just a fusion of the two characters' names. So Terranort and Aqua fight, and this fight results in, Terra is about to fall into the realm of darkness. Aqua sacrifices herself to keep him safe. Hey! My cat has awakened from her nap. There was another coin up there. You kidding? Okay, I know exactly how to get that coin. Wait, do I? Yeah, I know how to get that coin. I have to take a second to think. But yeah, Aqua is trapped in the world of darkness. Terra has had his body possessed by Xehanort. And Ventus is in a coma. And the Land of Departure, which is the place Terra, Aqua, and Vin lived, now gets turned into Castle Oblivion. When Aqua, in between her going to the Realm of Darkness in the final battle, she takes Vin there, turns into Castle Oblivion, a place that makes you lose your memories so that you don't know why you came in there. In order to, basically just to keep Vin safe, she does this. And that'll become important later. During Terra's adventure, he met a boy named Riku, and another boy named Sora. He gives Riku the ability to wield a Keyblade, so that if their world ever comes in danger, he'll get, like, the Keyblade will get passed down to him. And Sora's Riku's best friend, so if Riku for any reason can't get the Keyblade, Sora will get it. Aqua meets this little girl named Kairi, who, when Aqua meets Kairi, for some reason, interestingly, man, come on now. Kairi already has, like, a bunch of light emanating from her, from before, like, right when Aqua meets her. And Aqua gives her a special charm that gives her the ability to wield the Keyblade. But yeah, Aqua was already special even before... Kairi, this little girl, was already special before Aqua met her, interestingly enough. So all of that happens. Ventus, his fractured heart, had to seek refuge with the Sora kid from earlier. So Sora and Ventus are connected, Riku and Terra are connected, Kairi and Aqua are connected. That's basically what you need to know. No, no, no. Okay. Wait a minute. How cheesy can I get with this? Okay, probably not very. I need to not even attempt that. But yeah. So meanwhile, Terra is still possessed by Xehanort, and Xehanort wakes up. Luxio/Break finds him passed out in the middle of Radiant Garden. He goes and gets the king of that world, Ansem the Wise, to go take him in, and he becomes an apprentice to Ansem. Oh, and during your adventures, Ventus meets these two boys named Isa and Lee. Isa and Lee eventually, after like years of sneaking into the castle, they eventually become apprentices there. So a bunch of people are apprentices at this castle, and eventually everything goes horribly wrong when Xehanort's memories start to come back, and he starts to take a lot of interest in darkness and starts doing, like, kidnapping a bunch of people, doing experiments into the heart. Eventually everything goes wrong. All of the apprentices cast off their hearts, get lost to darkness, and the entirety of, like, Radiant Garden gets lost to darkness and becomes Hollow Bastion. Ansem the Wise's apprentices turn on him. Wait, where'd the other star spawn? I was about to go, like, grab that one like an idiot. I got the 8 reds and almost collected this other star. What is wrong with me? Oh boy. Okay. I don't know why I'm grabbing this again, but couldn't hurt. No. Okay. Awesome, you collect. Wait. What? No, don't. No, stop that. Wait a minute. Is that the 8 reds coin? 8 reds coin. What am I talking about? Stop. Stop. Go away. Something on my desktop popped up. Sorry. Oh my god, I'm so dumb. That was the star I just unlocked. Oh my god, I'm so stupid. That was the 8 red star. 8 red star. I just passed right by it. I'm so dumb. If I die because of this, it's... Oh my god. Also, Wario with Luigi's hat. Cursed. Also, Luigi making Wario noises. Cursed. I haven't been commenting on that enough. But yeah. The place once known as Radiant Garden falls to darkness, becomes a new place, Hollow Bastion. And this... a bunch of these new creatures called Emblem Heartless are made. Pure-blooded Heartless are just like normal incarnations of the darkness who lack sentience. Basically, one of those one of the old ancient darknesses that the Master of Masters fought split up into a bunch of tiny pieces, and those tiny pieces are the Heartless, or the pure-blooded Heartless. Now this whole Hollow Bastion situation and Xehanort's experiments created a new special type of Heartless called the Emblem Heartless, who all shared, like, Xehanort's emblem somewhere on them. So a bunch of those guys are unleashed, and this all happens around the course of like 10 years. Xehanort steals Ansem the Wise's name, becoming Ansem Seeker of Darkness. Ansem is, like, cast away. And then, when the apprentices, Xehanort and everyone, like, when they lost their hearts, they got split into 2 pieces called Heartless and Nobodies. You already know what Heartless are. But their Nobodies were very powerful and able to, like, keep their sentience. Basically, the humanoid Nobodies are like the Emblem Heartless. But, like, they're the Nobody equivalent of the Emblem Heartless. Okay, I'll try to wrap this next part up quick. So yeah, basically, and that leads us to the events of Kingdom Hearts 1. Riku helps Ansem, slash Xehanort Seeker of Darkness open up the door. Basically, the Heartless are seeking out the door to darkness. Because each world has a heart, and all those hearts connect to Kingdom Hearts. And Kingdom Hearts was the light source for the original world when they were all connected. Even when they got split apart, each world got a heart, and all of those hearts are still connected to Kingdom Hearts. So the Heartless are seeking out the hearts of all the worlds, and then once they find those hearts, they're gonna make a path to Kingdom Hearts. Now, this method is flawed and only gets you, like, a portion of Kingdom Hearts' power. And the method in Kingdom Hearts 2 gives you a larger portion. But yeah, that leads us to the events of Kingdom Hearts 1. Destiny Islands, the place where Sora, Riku, and Kairi, when Radiant Garden became Hollow Bastion, Kairi got sent, Xehanort sent Kairi off to Destiny Island. So Sora, Kairi, and Riku all grew up together since they were around 5 years old. And when the events of Kingdom Hearts 1 happen, Kairi gets, she loses her heart. Her heart goes inside of Sora. So now Sora has his heart, Ventus's heart, and Kairi's heart inside of him. Riku gets, his heart gets tainted by the darkness, so the Keyblade, instead of going to him, goes to Sora. And yeah, that basically starts the events of Kingdom Hearts 1. And I've run out of time for today. I would have loved to keep going on, but yeah. That's most of the plot of Kingdom Hearts in chronological order. And I was talking about it for this long, and I haven't even gotten into the main game stories yet. So yeah. That kept me talking for a while. I should probably do that. I should probably continue this on. I just need to remember that I got to, Kingdom Hearts 1. The timeline is pretty linear from here. After I explain Birth by Sleep, it's all, in order. But the plot becomes, if you look at the plot in order of release, you have to watch all these, other stuff. You have to, continuously watch the story, go back in time, and introduce new things. While if you go in chronological order, it's you kind of see the way the mechanisms go into place, beforehand. So you know from the beginning this universe is way bigger than it looks, so when you see the wider scope of things, it's not as off-putting. So it's overwhelming. Basically, when you do it in chronological order, it's overwhelming at first, but it's better in the long run. And when you do it in order of release, it's better at first, but becomes overwhelming in the long run. Which is why I recommend newcomers to the story watch one of those, timeline explained chronological order videos before getting in. But if you want to play the games in order of release, sure. I just recommend watching the plot synopsis thing first. But most of the games have, a plot synopsis inside of them in the collection. The HD 2.5, 1.5 collection packs usually have, a story plot synopsis inside the game itself. But yeah, that was my, Mario 64 session for today. I'll be back tomorrow with more Kingdom Hearts content. So yeah, see you then.